Yo, what's the scoop? Penis.
Bruh.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I have just realized that of my time doing this commentary channel and almost 20 videos in, that I have not done a Dr. Phil video. Why? Well, mainly because I'm dumb and should have done it as one of the first episodes to begin with. I'm taking a look at this one. This one's a little bit older, but this one interested me more than the others, and that is, woman convinced they've been pregnant for more than a year get ultrasound results. We're just going to take a look at this video and then the video where Dr. Phil speaks with them just to kind of see what is going on, what is happening, because it is impossible to be pregnant for more than a year. I don't know how it works, but I know you are supposed to be pregnant for 9 months. Sometimes the baby comes quicker. That's all I know. I'm a male, so I'm not gonna go through the giving birth process, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But anyway, let's take a look right now, shall we?
We're at the doctor's office where I'm gonna get my ultrasound and my exam.
What I'm hoping to learn today is that one day cryptic pregnancy won't be a mental case.
The fuck is cryptic pregnancy? Is that like witchcraft or something?
All right, Shayna, let's start your ultrasound.
So what happens when they get these ultrasounds and there's nothing in there? Are they still going to think they've been pregnant for like a year or so, or a year and a half, however long it's been? Or are they going to be like, oh, yeah, right. Okay, I guess I don't need to be on Dr. Phil then, because I'm not pregnant. Wait, no, I think it's the first thing, because most of the time when you're on Dr. Phil, there's a person or two that usually doesn't have any common sense, so I still think they're going to deny it either way and still think that they are 100% pregnant.
This is my Doppler, and this is the only thing that I have to make sure the baby's okay, hear the heartbeat. It's the only thing that keeps me sane.
Is this where you usually find it?
Depending on how I'm laying.
Okay. No luck today, huh?
No.
There's babies in here, and I know for a fact. There it is. I barely hear it.
Bam, 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 bam. Stop it.
Bitch, that thing is supposed to make noise when there's a heartbeat. You're like, there's the heartbeat. Like, literally, there's no sound. You are not pregnant. You know, I know 3 people who are pregnant right now, and they didn't get this thing till after they knew they were pregnant, because that's usually what you're supposed to do, because it's supposed to hear the baby's heartbeat, and how is it supposed to hear the baby's heartbeat that you don't have?
Bam, bam, bam,
I just hear nothing.
bam. But I don't hear it. That's what I'm trying to check.
See, the doctor's on my side. The doctor, in the nicest way, was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no sound whatsoever. Are you an idiot? Or are you just mentally ill?
I know. There's babies in here. I got a Doppler. I know there's babies.
Do you
Sounds
have any
good.
questions for me?
I'm disappointed in the exam, and I don't think you're thorough enough.
Dang. Doctor didn't ask for a roast. She was like, so anything you want to say? She was like, yeah, well, you know, this test sucked, and I think you're trash at what you do. I'm just, okay. Didn't ask for that, but you know, we'll see in a couple of weeks.
Okay. In addition to the exam, you also did lab work, correct?
I did.
Let's talk about Shayna.
So her blood pregnancy test was negative.
You don't say. Also, I didn't know you could tell if someone was pregnant by taking their blood. I don't know how you other ways you can find out a girl's pregnant. I thought you just, you know, went to the doctor and found out, or got one of those little piss sticks and peed on it, and they're like, oh, it's positive. You know, I didn't know that you could take blood and be like, oh yeah, this blood says this girl is pregnant. It's all new to me.
Her hemoglobin A1C, which tells us about her blood sugar in the past 3 months, was very elevated. She's 0.1 away from being diabetic.
Oh, okay, so you're not pregnant, you're diabetic. There you go. There's your answer. A certified doctor just told you might want to look out, because you are 0.1% away from just diabetes everywhere.
Which explains her weight gain. You know, 6% of patients suffer from a condition called polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS, and that's exactly what Shayna has. These patients usually have insulin resistance, which make them gain weight. They have elevated insulin, which stimulates testosterone or androgen, which is a male hormone.
Wait, so she has a male hormone going on?
Poopy.
Okay, I thought that only happened when a woman took steroids and then she gets man, and if a man took steroids and he starts getting woman, Once again, I don't know, but basically, if I was Dr. Phil on the show, I would have just been like, okay, doctor, so she's diabetic, not pregnant. And then the doctor would be like, yeah, I'd be like, all right, well then, you know, she can just go get that checked out, get off the show, because we know the truth is she's not pregnant. We'll talk to the other one, because there could be a possibility that she is pregnant. We don't know that yet, even though we're pretty sure she's not, but, you know, you never know.
Production, which can cause irregular periods. So when these patients don't get their period or their periods become irregular and they're gaining weight, the first thing they think is pregnancy.
What do you think about what she's saying?
I don't think she, I'm sorry, but I don't think she did the ultrasound, looked for a baby. I don't think she looked for a baby, just like all the other ultrasounds that I had.
I know you can do ultrasounds for other things. I had an ultrasound when I had a stomach problem. Of course they weren't looking for a baby, but they just needed to know what was wrong. But literally, if they're doing an ultrasound on your stomach, I'm pretty sure all ultrasounds are made to find babies, so they would have found a baby. It's pretty easy to spot a baby in an ultrasound because it's not your stomach. It's a growing being in your stomach, and you figure if the doctor would see anything to be like, oh, yeah, it's there, but if you claim to be more than a year pregnant, the baby would be fully developed. Heck, the baby would even be out of your stomach by now. So it makes sense by your logic, but by real logic, it's like you don't understand is that the more months you're pregnant, the more this baby starts to develop, and the more you're able to, you know, see the bump, and the more you're able to, you know, tell that you're pregnant. Like most, and these women too, I mean, the other one that he's going to talk to, I mean, the belly does look rounded like she's pregnant, because I know most pregnant women, they, you know, obviously they get what they call the baby weight, but their stomach is mainly rounded. This woman, I hate to say it, but it's just, she looks flabby. She looks flabby, and like the doctor said, not Dr. Phil, but the other doctor, it's because she's gaining weight, and she has diabetes, and she's not keeping up with her blood sugar, and at any point in time, she can just collapse because she's this close. So, you know, I don't get why people just don't listen to the professionals sometimes and only hear what they want to hear. Alright, that's because they're privileged.
You look for a baby?
I did.
It was like 2 seconds long. Like,
Well, she's delivered 8,000 babies. It doesn't take her very long to see an empty uterus.
Wow, Dr. Phil. I don't think that was too much information. She's like, this only took like 2 seconds on see how. She's like, well, I mean, she has pulled over 8,000 babies out of women, so she just can look at it and go, oh, there's no baby in there, which you can clearly tell there's no baby in there. That little dark spot might be some food that she had, but other than that, it's just like, you know, you might give birth to a poo baby later, not an actual baby.
Is the issue. If you tell yourself, no, she doesn't know what she's doing, I'm not going to listen to her, then you're ignoring things that are ticking time bombs with you that you need to attend to.
Preach, doctor. Preach.
You can protect yourself and have a return to health.
Why is this woman chiming in? It's not her turn yet. He is talking to her. He will get to you. And I have a feeling that Dr. Phil is now going to go all apeshit on her and be like, hey, shut up. This is between me and her. I'll get to you in a second. Yeah, now let's see if we get anything from pregnant woman number 2.
I've been pregnant approximately 3 years, 7 months.
Bruh! 3 years and 7 months? Bruh! Then you're not pregnant. If you felt pregnant for 3 years and 7 months, then you probably have a medical problem. Who knows, maybe you're diabetic just like the other woman. I mean, did you ever think of that? Because it is physically impossible for someone to be 3 years and 7 months pregnant. Your belly would be like out to here at this point and ready to pop.
I At age 20, I had my tubes tied, so I would not have children anymore. I actually got pregnant at 40. I was extremely shocked. I'm still in shock. My belly has continued to grow for the 3.5 years, but it does grow at super low rates.
But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, of the two, her belly definitely looks rounded, like I said, like a pregnant belly, but you're gaining weight in slow portions, whereas if you're pregnant, you definitely gain the weight in the stomach faster. It goes up, you know, pretty much each month that you're pregnant. Like I said, I got a cousin that's pregnant, I got a friend that's pregnant, and the friend is only about a month pregnant and doesn't really have that much of a belly right now, and my cousin is about 5 months pregnant at this point, and you can definitely tell that there's something in there because her stomach is now bigger than it was 5 months ago because that baby continues to develop. With you, have you ever just thought about, like, maybe it's because I'm eating a lot of food and there might be a health concern going on here? I mean, I eat a lot of food too, but I'm just saying, like, maybe, just maybe there could be that slim possibility that you are diabetic.
My breasts are tender.
Bruh! I didn't need to know that your breasts were tender. I frankly don't give a crap.
My mood swings are super bad.
That's just called mood swings, which I get happen when you're pregnant, but could mean something else as well. Maybe you should go to a psychiatrist instead of a hospital to look for a baby. You should go to a psychiatrist and talk out the problems you may or may not be having.
When I go to a doctor, they take a pregnancy test. Of course, it does not show up on either blood or urine.
Well, yeah, because you're not pregnant.
They have also given me ultrasounds. They tell me all of negative. The doctors are wrong. I don't care what medical degree they have. I am 1,000% certain that I am pregnant.
1,000% certain, yet you've been pregnant for 3 years and 7 months. Makes sense. I'll take those odds.
The movement in my stomach is what I'm saying is real.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. So you're pregnant, and yet you're smoking a cigarette? Bruh! I mean, I guess if you're pregnant for 3 years and 7 months, you can't just, like, be like, oh, can't smoke cigarettes for 3 years and 7 months, but I mean, come on. Bruh!
I know 1,000% I am giving birth to multiples. I think I'm carrying 6 babies.
6. Woman, you know how rare that is? And if you do, or you are carrying 6 babies, it wouldn't take 3 years and 7 months. It would be either a regular 9-month pregnancy or an earlier pregnancy than usual. Once again, where's your logic in this?
I could not believe how many heartbeats I'm getting.
You mean the nun that we were hearing earlier?
Okay, now, would you agree that this is unusual?
This is very unusual.
Okay.
Very unusual.
I have to say, I'm the most non-judgmental, open-minded person I've ever met.
Right away, Dr. Phil is like, don't you think this is a little unusual? Like, this never happens? Like, he's already hinting at, like, you see how weird this sounds and how not possible this is? You're gaining weight, and it's maybe a medical problem. It may just be because you're gaining weight because you're eating too much, but you're putting on some lbs. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Are you approaching this conversation with the possibility that you could be wrong?
1,000% I know I'm pregnant.
Well, there's really nothing for us to talk about then.
Now I have reacted to Dr. Phil, so now I am a complete commentary channel. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Don't forget to wash your damn hands. And until then, I will catch you all in the next one. Penis. Bruh.